Hello, I'm here with Pere Ferrer, Security Advisor and Content Chair for the Cybersecurity Summit at ISE. Now, cybersecurity is extremely important. Everyone knows this. It's a mega trend at ISE. There's a Cybersecurity Summit. What grounds is it exploring?
Everybody knows it's important, cybersecurity, but maybe not everyone is ready when something happens. It's not only talking about cybersecurity and how we protect our infrastructure, it's also how we give a rapid response in case of an incident. We will be talking about cybersecurity, but also on resilience and what happens if something, even if we have made huge investments protecting our infrastructure, how can we give an answer? How can we give to all strategic partners, to all critical providers, key ideas how to manage these situations, these incidents. And this is why we bring real world operators, not only tech providers. We bring some strategic operators, the water provider, telecom providers, because they are from both sides. They are on the side of AV industry, and they are also on the side providing services to their citizens. So at this point, it's very important to know how they manage, how they protect their infrastructure, where AV platforms meet with security, and how can they provide even the service in case of incident.
Per, you were previously the Director General of Police for the government of Catalonia. You're a security advisor right now. In your own personal capacity, how prepared would someone be if they came to the Cybersecurity Summit to address the cybersecurity concerns of today and the upcoming future?
It's very difficult. I've been 5 years police director, and one thing you know quite fast is that threats evolve more rapidly than answers, than solutions.
Yes.
So even if you are very well prepared, at the end you have to have a plan B, the contingency plan, and try to manage it. And this is a key point on cybersecurity. You have to know how to manage, but you have to know that every year you have to train your workers, because the human factor is critical. You have to know that the threats evolve more rapidly than you. So you have to be ready to give this answer and this response. In these cases, this is what I learned from the police sector. You know, you have all the specialities, all units serving citizens, but at the end, the bad ones on the dark side, they find always a breach on our system, and they try to take profit of it. On cybersecurity, it's exactly the same, but you don't see them. But threats are there. They are evolving very rapidly in very few time. And this is why you have to work very hard on the contingency plans, on answers, on training workers, trying to minimize breaches.
Everyone is pressed for time at ISE. You have so many meetings. So if there was someone who had like 30 minutes, 1 hour, and you had to recommend one session to attend from the Cybersecurity Summit, which one would you put forward?
This is very difficult because I prepared the whole program, and it's quite difficult. But I would say one of the most impressive ones is at 11 o'clock. We have the panel with 4 specialists from tech companies, but also from water provider, where we have Indra, we have Airbus, we have Telefonica, we have the water provider from Barcelona, and all of them can bring us real world cases, how they manage from the strategic point to their end user. And this is quite practical, I think.
Last question from my side. You said it, right? You've got to be vigilant all the time. And as governments start to look at their data sovereignty, cybersecurity is going to become more important, and people are going to start looking at it. It's going to start getting regulated. Where do you think cybersecurity is headed? What is something that we should start talking about right now so that we're prepared for it?
This is why our summit begins with a strategic point of view in order to make all us aware how rapidly the situation is evolving. This is why we bring regulators to the room.
Yep.
Because most people complain about regulators, but at the same time, we all know that regulators are much lower than threats,
Yes.
So at the end, it's necessary to hear them and to listen them very carefully, because if something is regulated, it's nearly sure that threats are a little bit far away than the regulation themselves. This is why we bring tech companies that can provide us solutions, and this is why we bring end users. At the end, it's this strategic trip from the very beginning till the end, and trying to make all us conscious how strategic is this. Not only the engineering side of the matter. Maybe most of us are not specialists on cybersecurity, but we must know how critical is it, and how critical is the tech side, but also the human factor and procedures. And all of this will be explained during the Cybersecurity Summit.
Yeah, that two-way communication is the only way we can start moving regulations at a similar pace to threats. Per, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for inviting me.